You know, something that's a little annoying about camper van ownership is you really can't change the furniture. You're kind of stuck with it. But if you're looking for a change in your camper van to give a brighter, fresher, newer look and feel, you don't want to miss this video. Hey, if we're meeting for the first time, howdy. My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Go Small, Live Large, all about compact travel experiences to live a juicier life. Today we're talking about camper vans in particular. I've owned my Winnebago Travato 59GL for 6 years now, and I was ready for a different look. This is not the look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why and how I recovered the cabinet doors in my Travato. It has 3 cabinets, one above galley, one above the bed, 2 above the bed. And I'm going to show you my recovering project. It was very simple, inexpensive, didn't take a lot of time, and I can't tell you what a difference it made. Stay to the end, and then I'm going to show you how to get that material. Enjoy this video as we cut away from a YouTube live stream of What's Up Wednesday.
It's nice, but it's kind of boring, and most importantly, it's dark. So what I was looking for, the why, was a new look that's brighter, it's clean, and it's change. Again, I've been looking at this for off and on for 5 years, 11 months. We just took delivery of our van October 3, 2018. So I had this covered. I didn't do a good, this is the first one I did. I did an okay job, but I learned a lot from this first application. It went on pretty easy, but I made some errors. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of this off, and then we're going to apply this new piece right here. You ready? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. So let me peel this off. You can see this? Not really. Oh yeah, that's better. Wow, that's really nice. Okay. So the first thing I learned getting it off is to go really slow on the pull. Otherwise you're going to strip. These are not stickers. It's more like printed material. It's not really wood. It's kind of got this, it's not laminated. It's not a sticker. But it ain't real wood. So I'm going to go really slow, and I'll show you why before I start covering. And if I was to take this is again peel and stick, so that what I was worried about is if I wanted to change this to a new color, maybe a pattern, or just go back to the original, was it going to peel all this stuff off? Because I've had a few places where I've done that by accident, and it's not, it's just kind of white after it. So with dark, you know, these white spots, I'll show you in a second. Let me get this off. I was really worried about that. So what I've learned to do, this is probably annoying your ears, is go really slow. And let me show you the other mistake I made. So what I did on the first go around is I tried to wrap the edge. Unless you're a perfectionist, I would not recommend that. Because what it did, it made the job tougher. Even tried to wrap the corner and way down here, right? And it just made it difficult. So when I went over here, what I did is I just covered the top down to the bottom. So you can see that I didn't do the edge at all, which made a giant difference. Hopefully you don't hear that echo. All right. So while I'm here, let me just show you. So a couple of What's Up Wednesdays ago I was going to show that I was going to recover this live on the show, and I was going way too fast, and I peeled. You can see this again. It's more like paint, a printed item, and I really am sad over here because I've got some of the chrome strip that peeled off as well. Now let me show you what I've done to kind of remedy this. It's kind of funny. So again, if I wanted to ever take this off and restore it back, what I'm using is a Sharpie, and I'm just putting a few dots on here, and then real fast before it dries, rub it in, right? See that? You can barely even see it. Now this is a pretty big, so this is a brown piece. You see that, or a brown pen? That looks absolutely horrible. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do this real fast before it dries. Unfortunately, my cabinets will take that. And I found that this has worked pretty good. I tested this before the show. So see that? So it kind of disappears. Here's one up here. Like that. And it kind of has these, Mary, mark it. It kind of has these, printed imperfections anyway. Here's one I did. Here's one that needs it. So again, if I went slow, you wouldn't need to do that at all. See, that one pretty much disappears. This one's a little big. This one's not too bad, actually. Then here's one up here. And I mean, if you wanted to kind of go in and, right? Not too bad, right? So that's kind of what I learned. If I wanted to restore this back to normal, it's 100% perfect. Nope, but that's okay. All right, let's continue with the remove. How are we doing so far? So it's good like that. Let us know what kind of modifications you've made. Again, I'm going to go really slow because I don't want to. And I can't really tell if it's better to pull it backwards or pull it forward, like up. I'm kind of pulling it backwards. This stuff is really sticky, by the way. I don't know how you get this off a painted wall. If you could at all. Just super careful with the chrome strip. That's what I'm most worried about. There, that one made it off fine. Slow, Scott, slow. Yay. All right. How are we doing so far? So that's what it looks like. So that's what it's looked like forever, right? And that's what it's going to look like. Such an improvement. Yes? No? Now, if you're a perfectionist type, you would want to take a lot of time to do this. I am not in a case like this. Some things I am a perfectionist, but this one is not. All right. So where's my measuring tape? Where is my measuring tape? Oh, it's visual aid up here. Nope. Visual aid over here. Nope. Visual aid hiding from me. There it is. All right. So what I found a little interesting is that this cabinet is a different size than the two in back, which I was not expecting. I don't know why. So this is basically, so it's 36.25 inch wide. And this way, it's 12 inches from the top to the bottom. But since we want to wrap it a little bit, right? Wrap it a little bit. What I've done is cut this piece to 12.5 inches this way. Again, I'll show you the material in a minute. So there's going to be one good edge or not. And what the instructions tell you to do is start in a small space. So you don't rip everything off at once, the backing. You just start up in a corner. So what I'm going to do is close this to give us a little more tightness. You just kind of estimate. What I'm most interested in is covering the front and maybe the bottom the most. And you kind of have to be, again, a perfectionist could spend all day on this. I'm not. So we'll just kind of get started. I'm a little concerned about these. Can you see these? So this is because they rode around in my van for a while. And I frankly don't know how that's going to react to it laying down smooth. I didn't have this problem the first go around. Now, if I was smart, I would have got some like painter's tape and kind of held this up here. But anyway, let's get started. What I'm most interested in is just kind of covering the overall surface. I do have one more piece of material, so if this really goes sideways, so again, you can just peel like this, right? And it's removable. Actually, it's not too sticky when this is coming off. So I'm just going to peel this back a little bit like that. And then just kind of get it positioned. Let me know if you've used this material in your house or somewhere else. This is my first time using it. So again, what I'm trying to do is just make sure that the front is covered, and I'm sliding it over to the right so that the left edge is flush. So if I need to trim this, I'm only trimming one side. And I'm going to just test for up here. And down here, it's a little too much on the upside. So let's shift this down a little bit. I hope you guys are having a libation. Let's see. Or some iced tea. Why not? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me just test that. Stick, please. It's too much still. So again, what I'm trying to do is just line up the left edge so it's flush, and then wraps just a little bit more on the bottom because I see that. I don't see the top. I think that's, damn it. The hardest part's the first step, right? Still look good. Just going through. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's get this to stay. Now there's, some tricks to this kind of stuff. Again, what I'm going to do is cut this edge. I'll show you here in just a second. Let me get a little more material going here. Oh, jeez. So again, I found that like a rag, something dry that will. Wow, that's really nice. Okay, let me show you this. I'm glad to see that the bubbles aren't coming out. So nice, smooth. Again, you can smooth that a little bit. Let's try. Whoops. So again, this is what I've done here is I'm going to cut this edge. This wraps around up here just enough. It wraps around down here just enough. Again, perfectionists would want to go all the way to the end of the cabinet door. I'm not. It's really nice. What do you think? Let's keep going. All right. So the tricky part, you probably surmise, is is the button. We'll talk about that in a second. Just kind of get this up and over the button. Jeez. Right. Making progress. All right, I think that will work. Now, for you perfectionists, what you'd probably do is remove the button hardware, right? Just saying. Roger comes to mind. All right, how we doing? Ooh, this is kind of exciting. Now, if I'm short, a half inch, I'm going to be mad. Let's see how I did. Ooh, not bad. DIY. Pro. This is a problem here. Let's see. I can get this to stick down straight. That might require attention after show. Okay, so let me show you what I've done here. Wow, it looks so great, doesn't it? So again, this is just flush on this side. Good enough for me. I'm going to give you a tip here in a second as well. And on this side, let me do it this way. So it just wraps around, right? But now I'm not going to do that. That's what I did last time. I'm going to cut this. Now I've done it. Here we go. Ooh, feel like a celebrity chef here, cooking in real time. Okay, so you do like that. I think that's fine. So I'm going to just wrap this around. Again, it's pretty sorry if there's an echo. It's quite. I'm actually going to trim this because I've got too much material. Well, maybe not. You know, if you have those kind of projects that you never seem to get done, having a deadline on the calendar is a good idea, right? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this edge when I get done. Okay, let's cut the hole for the, there, see, get that out. So this is kind of the tricky part, I'll be honest. Let me show you this. Where did I put that? So what I was thinking about doing, and I would not recommend, is getting an X-Acto knife to make this really clean. Because what I was worried about is, because the X-Acto knife is so sharp, it would cut into all this, you know, plastic and fake wood and even real wood, right? So what I thought about and discovered, even though I bought an X-Acto knife, is I'm going to use the edge of a scissors. Let me show you this. What I was doing was kind of using scissors. Bad idea. Don't do what I do. So I'm using just the edge of the knife, or the scissors, right? And kind of minding which is the sharp end so you don't hurt yourself too badly. And what I'm trying to get to is the round part of the, not the button, but the facing thing. What do you call that, Roger? And I'm using my fingernail just to kind of score it so I can see it. And then once we get this thing out of here, we will, this worked really well. Again, don't cut yourself. I'm kind of using my fingernail to kind of score it. What I'm trying to avoid is cutting the fake metal. There, I've done a little problem here. And not cut into the fake wood. This is kind of working out well. Let's keep going. And I'm just pushing along a little bit with my one finger, holding my stay in button. You're not helping things. Good grief. Because it kind of puts downward force and helps keep it flush. This is turning out better than I thought. This is great. Don't be rushed. Use the tool. There it goes. Almost. One more. There. Ta-da! Nice. All right. Ooh, this is exciting. I had this half-ass cabinet cover for a couple weeks. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so I'm just, so you can see this. Focus camera. Yeah, that turned out real nice. Wow, that looks cool, huh? What do you think? Improvement or no? So now when I look down the hallway, it's so great, right? So what I'll do maybe later in the show is come back, and so I don't have enough material to cover both sides, so I'll come just to the edge so it's consistent. That would drive me crazy. And then over here, ouch. Jesus, about knocked me out. I'll come around here and just trim that with the scissors. And then back here, do the same thing. So for the embassy folks in the crowd, I'd be super curious. I'm going to show you the material here to see if it would stick to your cabinetry. And what I'm probably going to do is every few months until I get bored with this, change it with something else. I just can't tell you what a difference it has made in the brightness, the lightness, the lift visually. It's just been such. And how long did that take? Like 10 minutes?
So what did you think? Pretty dramatic results, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down in the comments, there's a pinned comment that you can take a look at. I'm going to put the information and the link to the material that I bought off of Amazon. Would I recommend this? I absolutely would. And because of this is removable peel and stick wallpaper, if you do it gently, you can remove that and change the look again and again without having to buy a new camper van. Nothing wrong with that, right? I really appreciate watching this video. We would invite you to join me every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for our YouTube live stream of What's Up Wednesday. We talk about travel topics, we talk about solving problems, we talk about destinations, and we invite travelers of all types to join us for What's Up Wednesday Travel Show. Until we see you soon, I wish you to journey on and peace be with you. See you later.